this video, we're going to be reviewing The Flash Season 1, Episode 10, Revenge of the Rogues. Holy heck, this was a great episode. I think that they really took off with the mid-season premiere, like, just running, and it was really cool to see Barry doing his training and trying to make himself better and seeing how it's going with that. I think when he was stopped and he was going to grab the missile to throw it, I loved how Wells' foot went off of his wheelchair. Like, he was ready to step in and save Barry if needed. Like, he was close to revealing himself in order to save Barry, which I thought was pretty cool. And I love the double meanings in everything Wells says, such as when he goes, "In case you doubt it, you push me to be better too." And, you know, when he says, "I hope that we aren't enemies and that, you know, we're partners," and stuff. Just all those little, like, double meanings. And if you watched an interview with the actor that plays Harrison Wells, he even said that every line he delivers, he tries to deliver it like there may be a double meaning to it, which is really interesting. And I think a really great choice, because you just, like, the audience is like, ooh, we're onto you. Even if Barry is just like, oh, cool, my idol that I would have, you know, paid for an autograph for is my friend now. La 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 la. I really enjoyed Caitlin as well. It was weird how quickly they went into the firestorm and talking to Jason and all that. I think where they're going with this, from what I've read, is that they're doing it Ronnie and Dr. Steen are one, which was originally in the comics. The New 52 for a while had Ronnie and Jason together, I believe, and now that's gone apart. But it was kind of interesting how she went to him and, like, the guy was all paranoid and stuff, and it just was kind of a weird scene. I don't know if I liked it, but I'm glad that we're getting progression on the Firestorm thing, and I like more of the confirmation we've had that we're going to do it with the Ronnie Steen partnership. I'm interested how they're going to do that, if they're going to have, like, Dr. Steen's disembodied head, because if you read the DC comics, especially the New 52, they have a disembodied head talking to Ronnie, and I don't know if they're going to do it with that, or maybe they're going to have, like, a ghost figure standing next to him talking. Not really sure, but it could be hard to pull this off if they don't do it right. I think a disembodied head would not work for TV as well as it works for the comics. Still loving Cisco naming things when he names Heatwave, and Wells is just like, stop it. And the Reverse Flash, although Wells really liked him naming Reverse Flash, so Cisco is adorable. Even when he goes to save Caitlin, he's like, oh, you're not gonna die in my watch, and he's just a goofy guy, and I'm really looking forward to when he gets powers, if they give him his powers, and how he's gonna handle that, because he seems like so on this whole superhero business, and so excited about it all the time. Iris, I definitely think that they're going somewhere with her with this whole Eddie moving in thing, and then the awkwardness with Barry. And I do think Barry's going to end up with her eventually, and I think that's going to make Eddie mad, and maybe there's going to be some tension there at one point. I'm not sure, but I do believe, especially since in the comics, Iris is Barry's girlfriend and then wife. Not in the New 52 yet, but it's probably getting there, I would imagine. Things are a little bit different in the New 52 if you've read before with The Flash. I also enjoyed seeing the Hathaways, and, you know, their son is the Pied Piper, which I believe next episode it's about, and they've kind of disowned him, and he's gay, and there's some issues with that, and he's most likely the partner of Sing. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Pied Piper next episode and how they're going to do him. The villains, Heatwave and Captain Cold. Heatwave was over the top kind of villainy way. I was kind of on the fence whether I thought he was too over the top, but what we have to understand about Heatwave is he's a hothead. I mean, he's just like a complete psycho that just loses it. He is the very definition of someone with a very short fuse, and when that short fuse is lit, he goes psycho. And Captain Cold is more of the calculated guy with a plan. And if you read the comics, you know that Captain Cold, he actually has a code and honor, and, you know, he believes in doing the heist and all that, but there's a certain code you have to follow, and he always has a plan, and we really saw that in this episode, that Captain Cold thought ahead, and he was planning, and Heatwave just wanted to like freak out and just kill and burn everything. And speaking of that, the fact that we saw Glider, or we didn't actually see her, but we got introduced to his sister and she's the one opening it, is pretty exciting. I don't think she's going to have her powers right now, because that happens when they try to splice DNA and it goes crazy and they all will hate Captain Cold for a long time because of that, and it causes a pretty big rift with his sister. I'm excited to see her and how they're going to handle that whole interaction, and she is part of the Rogues, so it'll be fun to see. And I liked how they ended the episode with Joe and Barry hanging out and him moving back in and then kind of just chilling, and the whole, you know, they're drinking beer and Barry's like, you know, this won't do anything to me, and Joe's just like, drink the beer. And their relationship is adorable, and Joe is very aware of everything that's going on, which I think is really important if you're a detective. You know, you're aware of your situation, and we usually see in shows that that necessarily isn't the truth. So Joe is a very strong character and strong detective, and I'm really hoping they don't kill him to cause some, like, emotional issue with Barry. I really think that he is a very strong character and something that really drives the series forward, and someone that needs to stay on the show. I'm really hoping they don't go the cheap route and just kill him for emotional trauma, tragedy, oh no, because Joe is an awesome character. So that was my thoughts on this episode, Revenge of the Rogues. You can write your thoughts below, like, subscribe, and come back for more geeky videos every day.